सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। हरिः ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम। ह्रीङ्कारासनगर्भितानलसिखां सौक्लीं कलां बिभ्रतीं सौवर्णाम्बरधारिणीं स्वरसुधाधौतां त्रिनेत्रोज्ज्वलां वन्दे पुस्तकपाशमङ्कुशधरां स्रग्भूषिताम्बुज्ज्वलां त्वां गौरीं त्रिपुरां परात्परकलां श्रीचक्रसञ्चारिणीम् अस्य श्रीशुद्धशक्तिमाला महामन्त्रस्य उपस्थेन्द्रियाधिष्ठायी वरुणादित्य ऋषिः दैवी गायत्री छन्दः सात्विककार भट्टारकपीठस्थितकामेश्वराङ्कनिलया महाकामेश्वरी श्रीललिता परा भट्टारिका देवता ऐं बीजं क्लीं शक्तिः सौकीलकं मम खड्गसिद्ध्यर्थे जपे विनियोगः मूलमन्त्रेण षडङ्गन्यासं कुर्यात् ध्यानं हारक्ताभां त्रिनेत्रामरुणिमवदनां रत्नताटङ्करम्यां हस्ताम्भोजैः सपाशाङ्कुशमदनधनुस्सायकैर्विस्फुरन्तीं आपीनोत्तुङ्गवक्षोरुहकलशलुठत्तारहारोज्ज्वलाङ्गीं ध्यायेदम्बोरुहस्तामरुणिमवसनाम् ईश्वरीम् ईश्वराणाम् लमित्यादि पंचपूजां कुर्यात् यथाशक्ति मूलमन्त्रं जपेत्। ओम ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं ऐं क्लीं सौः। ओम नमः त्रिपुरसुन्दरी हृदयदेवी शिरोदेवी शिखादेवी कवचदेवी नेत्रदेवी अस्त्रदेवी कामेश्वरी भगमालिनी नित्यक्लिन्ने भेरुण्डे वह्निवासिनी महावज्रेश्वरी शिवदूती त्वरिते कुलसुन्दरी नित्ये नीलपताके विजये सर्वमङ्गले ज्वालामालिनी चित्रे महानित्ये परमेश्वर परमेश्वरी मित्रेशमयी षष्ठीशमयी बुद्धीशमयी चर्यानाथमयी लोपामुद्रमयी अगस्त्यमयी कालतापनमयी धर्माचर्यमयी मुक्तकेशीश्वरमयी दीपकलानाथमयी विष्णुदेवमयी प्रभाकरदेवमयी तेजोदेवमयी मनोजदेवमयी कल्याणदेवमयी वासुदेवमयी रत्नदेवमयी श्रीरामानन्दमयी अणिमा सिद्धे लघिमा सिद्धे गरिमा सिद्धे महिमा सिद्धे ईशित्व सिद्धे वशित्व सिद्धे प्राकाम्य सिद्धे भुक्ति सिद्धे इच्छा सिद्धे प्राप्ति सिद्धे सर्वकाम सिद्धे ब्राह्मी माहेश्वरी कौमारी वैष्णवी वाराही माहेन्द्री चामुंडे महालक्ष्मी सर्वसंक्षोभिनी सर्वविद्राविणी सर्वाकर्षिणी सर्ववशंकरी सर्वोन्मादिनी सर्वमहांकुशे सर्वखेचरी सर्वबीजे सर्वयोने सर्वत्रिखंडे त्रैलोक्यमोहनचक्रस्वामिनी प्रकटयोगिनी कामाकर्षिणी बुद्ध्याकर्षिणी अहंकाराकर्षिणी शब्दाकर्षिणी स्पर्शाकर्षिणी रूपाकर्षिणी रसाकर्षिणी गंधाकर्षिणी चित्ताकर्षिणी धैर्याकर्षिणी स्मृत्याकर्षिणी नामाकर्षिणी बीजाकर्षिणी आत्माकर्षिणी अमृताकर्षिणी शरीराकर्षिणी सर्वाशा परिपूरक चक्र स्वामिनी गुप्तयोगिनी अनंग कुसुमे अनंग मेखले अनंग मदने अनंग मदनातुरे अनंग रेखे अनंग वेगिनी अनंगांकुशे अनंग मालिनी सर्व संक्षोभण चक्र स्वामिनी गुप्ततर योगिनी सर्व संक्षोभिणी सर्वविद्राविणी सर्वाकर्षिणी सर्वाह्लादिनी सर्वसम्मोहिनी सर्वस्थंभिनी सर्वजृंभिणी सर्ववशंकरी सर्वरंजनी सर्वोन्मादिनी सर्वार्थसाधिके सर्वसंपत्तिपूरणी सर्वमंत्रमयी सर्वद्वंद्वक्षयंकरी सर्वसौभाग्यदायकचक्रस्वामिनी संप्रदाययोगिनी सर्वसिद्धिप्रदे सर्वसंपत्प्रदे सर्वप्रियंकरी सर्वमंगलकारिणी सर्वकामप्रदे सर्वदुःखविमोचनी सर्वमृत्युप्रशमनी सर्वविघ्ननिवारिणी सर्वांगसुंदरी सर्वसौभाग्यदायिनी सर्वार्धसाधकचक्रस्वामिनी कुलोत्तीर्णयोगिनी सर्वज्ञे सर्वशक्ते सर्वैश्वर्यप्रदायिनी सर्वज्ञानमयी सर्वव्याधिविनाशिनी सर्वाधारस्वरूपे सर्वपापहरे सर्वानन्दमयी सर्वरक्षास्वरूपिणी सर्वेप्सितफलप्रदे सर्वरक्षाकरचक्रस्वामिनी निगर्भयोगिनी वशिनी कामेश्वरी मोदिनी विमले जय अरुणी जयिनी सर्वेश्वरी कौलिनी सर्वरोगहर चक्रस्वामिनी रहस्ययोगिनी बाणिनी चापिनी पाशिनी अंकुशिनी महाकामेश्वरी महावज्रेश्वरी महाभगमालिनी सर्वसिद्धिप्रदचक्रस्वामिनी अतिरहस्ययोगिनी श्री श्री महाभट्टारके सर्वानंदमय चक्रस्वामिनी परापर रहस्ययोगिनी त्रिपुरे त्रिपुरेसी त्रिपुरसुंदरी त्रिपुरवासिनी त्रिपुराश्री त्रिपुरमालिनी त्रिपुरासिद्धे त्रिपुरांबा महात्रिपुरसुंदरी महामहेश्वरी महामहाराज्ञी महामहाशक्ते महामहागुप्ते महामहाज्ञप्ते महामहानंदे महामहास्कंदे महामहाशये श्रीचक्रनगर साम्राज्ञी नमस्ते 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 नमः. Okay, now we are doing the Sri Chakram Navavarana Sri Chakram, means 9 layers of Sri Chakram. We are starting from this square. We talked about it, that square, and then this one has 3 lines. 3 lines. In that first one, all the Siddhi Devatas we did, 10 of them. Second one is Brahmi Maheshwari Matruka, Ashta Matruka. We did that one, second line. Now we are going to third line. I mean, we are going inner into Sri Chakram, outer to inner. Slowly our goal is to go to this Bindu. So that is the plan. So that same way we are going inward in us too. So now we are going to third line. First chakra is called, Avarana is called Trailokya Mohana Chakram. Prakata Yogini. We already saw all that. I'm just recapping. So we are doing the inner one, third one. So this one is Mudra Devatas. Mudra means in the, Chin Mudra, we call this Chin Mudra. Dakshinamurti, Shiva's Guru Avatara is Dakshinamurti. He holds his hands like this, in this way. This is called Chin Mudra. This means this is supposed to be Atma, representation of Atma or self, and this is the Jivatma, that individuality or ego or small I or Ahankara. Both of them should merge, and then when they merge, this world will not bother. So that is what it is. So basically this is called Chin Mudra. And even when they do dance, they do different varieties of mudras. This is, meaning is silent way of communication. This is the subtle way of communication. These are all Mudra Devatas. There are 10 of them. So first line has 10. They are Siddhi Devatas. Second line has 8 Devatas, Brahmi, Maheshwari, all those. They are Matruka Devatas, Ashta Matrukas. They are 8. Now we are coming to third line. They are Mudra Devatas. They are 10 of them. So in that first avarana only, there are 28 devatas, all put together. This one has the most devatas in the first layer, first avarana, Trailokya Mohana Chakram. So that's why this took us almost, this is our third class doing the first avarana only. Later it will go less and less. So this is what Mudra Devatas, silent communicators, silently. They are like means subtle. So that is what it is. And now 1, 2, 3. These 3 avaranas, 3 layers are for personality development, for our any wrong thinking or wrong notions or wrong identification, all that will remove. All these devatas will remove. Now let us see how it goes into our personality development. We don't need to pay any extra money or anything to go in webinars, seminars and all those. There is no point in wasting money. When we hold on to our Khadgamala Stotram, Mother will give everything. That is the beauty of Mother Sri Khadgamala. All the devatas are in there. So now let us see, first one is Sarva Sankshobhini. Sankshobham means disturbance. Means, let us say, I will give you an example, you will like movement or disturbance. I will give you an example, then you will grasp very quickly. When the lake is there, very calm and peaceful, no movement, very nice to watch also. If we throw one rock, then what happens? It gets ripples. It gets disturbed. In the same way, when we are in puja room, we might be doing good. When we come out, we feel all the disturbances. Sarva Sankshobhini. Sankshobham means disturbance or movement in our mind. So if we are in the self, in the consciousness, there is no movement. It's all peaceful. So that this Devata will remove all the disturbances. Inner and outer, both. See, when we say outer, it says noise. That is why we say sound pollution. Noise. Inner is also noise, but it can go to peacefulness. And Nadam. This is called Nada Upasana. That's why the Nada means like a sound. See, Tyagaraja and a lot of saints, they did this Nadopasana. Through Nadam, through sound, through songs, they reached Bhagavan. They reached their true self. So this is Nada Upasana means what happens is, whatever we hear, any sounds, they need to merge. Let us say I am doing very good in puja room. No problem. 30 minutes or 20 minutes, I do great. But when I come out from puja room is what? Only 4 walls, which we created. Whatever, 8 by 6 or 10 by 12, 4 walls, and we said, this is the puja room. I do very nice puja, abhishekam, whatever it is, nice chant, nice stotras, very peaceful, come out. As soon as I come out, those walls, I get disturbed. It depends on the sounds, anything or seeing, whatever. But here we are taking the sound. Then that is called Sankshobham. Our goal is inner peacefulness. Outer noise, that is why we are saying noise. Outer, we don't have control. We cannot do anything. Our only control we have is inner. Anytime, only inner only. Outer, we don't have any control. So this inner disturbances should go. This is called Sarva Sankshobhini. So through that, this is called Nada Upasana. And then in Mother Upasana, they say Dasha Vidha Sadhana. Dasha means 10 types of sadhana. One is Chini Sadhana. That means when Mother is walking, we need to hear any sound. This is the connection we need to make. mother is walking with her anklets. That is called Chini Sadhana. And Chini Sadhana. Don't worry if you don't get the names, if you don't remember. Just think like that. Mother is behind me. I'm here. Whatever sound, even dog barking, or somebody is talking ill about us, or any sounds, or door squeaking, that bothers. Even car honking. Luckily here we don't hear that sound. In India we hear so much. That like a chini means mother is walking with her bangles. That's how we need to develop to get away these disturbances. Chini and chini nadam, tantri nadam. Tantri means that violin. Mother holds that violin, that ting, 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 everything. We need to connect to the mother. Whenever we get a disturbance with the sound, whatever disturbance, that is tantri nadam. And then venu nadam. Venu means that flute. Yes, Goptri Govinda Rupini means Govinda, mother is nothing but Sri Krishna. There is no difference. So that is why mother is doing the flute whenever we hear the disturbances sound, or whenever hear whatever we are not supposed to hear the words, then we think we have to remember this Venu Nadam. Okay, mother is playing Venu Nadam. Why should I get disturbed? I have to stay peace. To go to my inner nadam, the inner silence. And then dhakka nadam again. Dhakka means again that another instrument, dhamaru. Dhamaru is Shiva's place, dhamaru, like that. And bheri, the trumpets that soldiers play, bheri, dhak, 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 dhak. Like that we need to bring mother. That is mrudanga nadam. Nadanga means takita, 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 takita. Mother is doing that drums. When we do the arangetram in South India, they use a lot. When they do performances for music or dance, mrudangam, they play takita, 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 like that. So finally is prana nadam, to connect to our breath. That is called Hamsa Upasana also. This is called Nadopasana. That is the Nadam. In us, mother is playing the Nadam, that sound. So this is how we get the peacefulness. That it is called Nada Upasana. Even Vedantin says Vonkara Upasana is also called Nada Upasana. When we say Om, that is called Nadam. So then that silence means going into the silence. So this is a Sarva Sankshobhini. Another thing is, when you see, our mind is the one who is causing everything. If I don't do puja, I get disturbed. Oh, I will tell you one example. One of our friends, she has a lot of Devi Devatas pictures all over the house, upstairs, downstairs, everywhere. And then somehow she developed the habit, before she goes to sleep, she has to do pranam to every Devi Devatas. It is like a half an hour, like going to world tour, going to all the Devi Devatas and do the pranams every day. And then her husband used to get so mad. What is this? Every day you are doing the whole house, going everywhere. Then what she thought is, when she built the house, they built a puja room, and all the Devi Devata Murtis pictures she kept in that room, nowhere else. So the one thing is, she just go to puja room and then do pranams. The reason I'm saying is, the mind creates the disturbance. Oh, if I don't do pranam to this god, that god might get upset. Or if I don't do this god puja today, that god might get upset. Tuesday, Hanumanji, oh, if I don't do it, that is called disturbance. As much as possible, we need to unify our outer noise, inner noise, our pujas, our rituals, everything. We need to make it unified towards mother. This Sarva Sankshobhini Devata would do that one. So that's why unify all the noises. That noise has no language, no laya. When we say laya, talam, pitch, and nothing is there, only silence. This is called Nada Upasana. Sarva Sankshobhini. She removes all the disturbances. And then even when we do, like let us say Lakshmi Ashtottaram, 108 names, what happens? First one is Prakrutyai Namaha. Second one Vikrutyai Namaha. Prakriti is mother, means whole nature is mother. Vikruti means all the opposite. A lot of rains, tsunami, all tornado or earthquakes, that is also mother. There is nothing beyond mother. There is nothing out of mother. Everything exists in mother. Everything supported by mother. So this is what she will give us, this Sarva Sankshobhini Devata. Now we are in Mudra Devatas, third line. First one we finished. Next one is Sarva Vidravini. Sarva Vidravini. Sarva, 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 it comes. Sarva means all. Any disturbances, it will take away. Now Vidravini. Drava means liquid. See, what happens is, mother brings us the ardrata. Ardrata means the compassion into us. When we feel so much devoted, or when we listen to Bhagavad Kathas or beautiful bhajans, automatically devotees' eyes will fill up with water. Tears comes from their eyes. That is called ardrata. That is called Vidravini. She will melt away our difficulties, our wrong thinking, our wrong notions, or our sorrows, anything. She will melt away. That is called Sarva Vidravini. Sarva means all. Some people say this one is a touch. Before we saw that sound, now this one is touch. Actually, I listened to that, but I was not very excited about it. I feel I am very much connected to the Rasa Tanmatra. Rasa means that Jalam. See, that water always flows. That's why our heart should flow inside and our outside too. Mother Upasana, best thing they say is we have 72,000 nadis. Nadis means nerves. It's not that you can see. No, these are all subtle energies. 72,000 nadi mandalam get activated. And then we will come to that. That is here, Sahasraram. Right now, ours is solidified. But when we do all this puja, when we meditate, that whole thing gets melted away. Then all our body, 72,000 nadi mandalam, whole body from top to bottom will get amrutam, means nectar. That is called dravam. We feel the bliss, happiness, and that limitedness will go away. We become unlimited. We merge with Mother Universe. So that is called Sarva Vidravini. So then next one is Sarva Karshini. The third one we are doing. There are 10 Mudra Devatas. We are doing the third one. Third one is Sarva Karshini. Sarva Karshini. Again, Sarva, it comes. Sarva means all. Akarshini. See what happens is, when you see beautiful flower, don't we get attracted? Akarshana Shakti. When we see the sunrise, don't we get attracted? When we see the beautiful mountains, we get attracted. Akarshana. What is that? That is Mother, the Sarva Karshini. Mother is doing that. We did not create anything. Everything created by Mother only. So then our mind stays there. Our mind stays on our mountains, not go in our own thoughts or in our own world. We pay attention. This Mother does that, Sarva Karshini Mother, and stay in that moment. And we appreciate and we enjoy, starts to enjoy that full moon day. Some people today, some people are saying yesterday, some are saying today. Whatever it is, we enjoy that full moon day. Full moon day is supposed to be very good day for mother worship. That is why in our Saundarya Lahari group we have 2-3 groups. Every Paurnima day we are chanting. Now some groups are up to 50 shlokas. Some are learned about 65. So we did the chanting today. So 55 shlokas group. So we finished that. Every Paurnima, like once a month, we said we will chant the Saundarya Lahari. That way we get practice and we are tuned to mother and we are also enjoying it too. It's very powerful. If you know that, that's fine. Even if you don't know, you can chant the Kargamala once a month. If you do every day, that's great. It takes only 5-6 minutes. So that is why Sarva Karshini. So this is beautiful. Mother is very beautiful. Saundarya Lahari. That's why beauty wave. Everything is beauty. Our mind has to become beautiful mind. That's all. To see this. This Sarva Karshini mother does that one. And now, fourth one we are going. Sarvava Shankari. Sarva means again all, everywhere it is coming. Vashankari, everything kind of control or Niyantrana Shakti. Niyantrana means control or ruler. Mother is the one, she is controlling, ruling all Panchabhutas, Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Jalam and Prudhvi. All the Panchamahabhutas, 5 of them. Akasha means space. I know you all know that. That's why I'm not saying in English again. Vayu means air, and then Agni means fire. Then Jalam means water, and then earth. All of them, she's the one Niyantrana, ruling over all the 5 elements. And then Surya, sun god and moon, all of them. And all the Navagrahas. Who is holding them? The Sarvava Shankari. See, all of us are like revolving on the earth, staying on the earth. But where is the earth? Earth is on the space. Earth is also rotating like this. Round ball is rotating. But we don't know. We think we are staying still. We think we are like concrete. I mean, like that. But no, we are all constantly moving. But who is holding that? Mother is the one who is holding. That is called Sarvava Shankari. That ruling power, controlling power, whole universe under her control. She gives the order. And she takes care of our inner world too. We are keep on saying that in all of them, we are seeing that our inner world, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsaryam, Asuya, jealousy and hatred, everything. She takes control over that. When we chant, when we surrender to Mother, when we worship Mother. This is Sarvava Shankari. Remember, all these mothers, they all came from Mother, Supreme Mother, Lalita Parabhattarika. Like how the sun, one sun is one. All the rays are different. Rashmi, they are called Rashmis. That Kiranam, the rays are different. But all the rays are coming from sun. In the same way, these are all Devatas. They came from Mother to take care of us. They are like angel gods, angels. So they are taking care of us. So now Sarvava Shankari, we saw that one. Now next one is Sarvon Madini. Usually Unmada means how we programmed. When we hear the Unmada means immediately it gets us terrorist. That thought comes to us. It's not the terrorist. Unmada in Sanskrita means Tanmaya Sthiti. Means they are in bliss state. They lost their identification. Unmatta sthiti. They are merged with mother. The unification happened. That is called Unmatta sthiti. That is called Tadatma sthiti, Tanmaya sthiti. In our course, Guruji named one brahmachari Tanmaya Chaitanya. So that is called, this is highest stage. This is not what we think. The thought comes to us. Unmada means the wrong thought comes to us. No, this is the beautiful stage. Tanmaya sthiti means blissful. They lost their identification with the body, mind, intellect, and sense organs. Everything merged with mother. That is why it is called Sarvonmadini. This is called, this is not again Nidra. Nidra means sleep. This is not Nidra. This one, Mahatmas feel this one. Great people. And again, this is the caution I want to tell you from now onwards. Don't ever think this is only Mahatmas who sits in the Himalayas, or who shaves their head, or who wears orange clothes. No, this is for all of us, each and every one of us. You and me, everyone, whoever is watching, whoever is listening, and for me also. This is possible for each one of us. That is what our scriptures promises us. While alive, while we are here, this is possible. Don't think I am in Grihastha I have lot of commitments, lot of bondages. No. The bondage is nothing. Everything is mental only. When we surrender to mother, she will release us. So that's why this is the great stage. Our goal is to go to that Unmatta sthiti. This is called like a Samadhi sthiti. That is why Ashtanga Yoga says Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara. Next, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. That highest stage, Samadhi. This is called, they are talking about. This mother will help us to take us to Bindu. That ninth Avarana. That's where Shiva and Shakti are there. This is Sarvonmadini. So far we finished 5 mothers. Sarva Sanshobhini we finished, Sarva Vidramini we finished, and Sarvakarshini, Sarvavashankari, Sarvonmadini. 5 of them we finished. In that third line, in that square, we are going inward. Now we are going to 6th one. That is Sarva Mahankushe. Ankusha means that like a sword, not the trident, that sword. I will give you an example. What happens is the elephant, to train the elephant, we have the Mavat. That Mavat uses that Ankusha to train the elephant. What does the elephant do? That with that with her mouth, she goes, elephant goes everywhere, wherever the fruits on the street it is walking, it goes towards fruit with a trunk, this way, that way, that way, this way, like that it goes. Then Mavat does, then spoke with that sword, then it comes back. In the same way, our sense organs and our mind, they go everywhere. We are sitting here, we might be sitting here, but our mind goes anywhere. Think about anything. We are here, it can go to Australia or India or any country or anywhere. So then this mother, what does it do? She brings back our mind. Like how the Mavat brought that, elephant brought that trunk. Same way, it brings us back. And then what happens is Lalita Sahasranama, Raga Swarupa Pashadhya, Krodha Kara Ankusho Jvala, that Ankusha word comes again. Here Mahankushe. What does that? There they are saying Raga Swarupa Pashadhya. That Pasham, that rope she is holding is for attachment. If we hold on to the world, towards the attachment. If we have the world, she says, okay, play with it. It's okay. When we hold on to mother, she will throw the pasha, that rope to us, and she will take us to closer. Raga Swarupa Pashatya Krodha Karankusho Jvala. That is what we are doing, Mahankushe. Krodha, Krodha means anger. Anger is like Ankusha. See, I will give you an example. See, when we get mad at somebody else, they don't know we are mad at them. Because we smile, hi, 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 we put a smiley face and then we show. But inside, we are boiling. Like when we cook the rice, it boils, we are boiling inside. That is called Krodham. That will, like a sword, that Ankusha, it will pierce us, not them. We are mad, whomever we are mad at, they don't get pierced. We get the pierce. See, that is called Ankusham. See, that is why this mother will take out that anger and then gives a substitute with the forgiveness. Means it kshama. Means it's okay, let it go. They might have a rough day. They might have a hard day, or their children might be troubling. Husband or wife might be troubling, or maybe financial troubles. Whatever it is, maybe they are going through a lot of situations. It's okay. And she introduced that Kshama Gunam, forgives. Forgive nature. Forgive, it's okay. So that is called Sarva Mahankushe. That means she cleanses me. All these devatas, remember, personality development. Whatever I have wrong notions, wrong identification, wrong thinking, everything, they mold us, they cleanse us. That is kind of personality development. First 3 avaranas. Then they unify with the divine mother, universal mother. So they are all cleansing us. So far we have seen 6 devatas. 6 are finished. And now we go to 7th one. Sarva Khechari. Sarva again, all. I'm always remembering that word, all. Sarva means all. Khechari. This one here, Ka. There is one mudra is also called Khechari mudra. But I'm not going through that mudras. Whoever trained in that way, they show the mudras like a Sarvakarshini. They say like a crab and then like this. And then that means mother is pulling me inside. Like that, Khechari mudra is also there. But I'm not showing the mudras. But the physical ones, I'm giving you the inner meaning. And then now Kam means space, means sky, space. What this mother does is, even Sri Krishna says, Shabda ke paurusham rushuhu. Shabda ke. Shabda means sound, ke means space. Where does that sound comes? When I do that, it's coming from the space. I have to have the space, that room. Without room, that space, I cannot, even if I do make, there is no sound. So that Shabda ke paurusham, then rushuhu. Anyway, Shabda ke, that is what we needed. So even Sri Krishna says that. So that Shabdam, Khechari means she makes us fly high. Means high thinking, simple living. High thinking, simple living. Always, this is called Vihanga Vikshana. Means, let us say, when we are flying in the sky in the aeroplane, what happens? Everything looks so small. Even our neighborhood, even we go through our Dallas, everything looks so small. And then that means before what happened, when we are on the earth, world became too huge. World bothered me, it became too big and I became very small. When I was flying, I became big, world became small. That is called Vihanga Vikshana. Means I am doing the Sakshi Bhutam. Means like a witnessing mentality. I do the witness. I observe everything. Everything is going on me like this. Acting roles. Everybody is playing their roles. They are all acting. I witness them like a play, like a movie. That is Sakshi Bhavana. Again, Vihanga Vikshana, because we are talking about that space, that attitude, that mental tuning. This mother does this. I will give you one funny example. Shabda K means again all our five senses and mind is also focused. All six of them are focused. This Kechari Mudra I was talking about, it gives us the joy. It gives us the happiness. It takes us to blissful state. See, Guruji used to say, Chinmaya Mission always arranges camps. See, what happens when we go to camps, our mind gets mind become calm, and then we are always associated with all good people, good company, and we see Swamiji's listening to good lectures, nice bhajans, and seeing beautiful decorated murtis, all the devatas. Everything is a very, very conducive atmosphere. Then that happiness, that joy, it stays with us. If that joy, that happiness, when we go to work next day, and then seeing that smiley face on our face, and then people will come and ask, what happened? Did you get a child? See, or a promotion? See, those are when something happens outer only, we show the joy on our face. But Guruji used to joke, see, this is what happens. We become calm. Inner world became calm, peaceful. So this is what this Sarvakechari mother does. Gives us the joy, happiness. Nothing to do with outer, inner peacefulness, inner happiness. This is called case. That's why Shabda, space. So that is again space. Again, this outer Akasha is there and inner Akasha is there. That is called Daharakasha. Daharakasha opens up. That Chidakasha are called Chidakasha also, Chit Akasha. That consciousness is there. Mother is there. The self is there. That is why we say I. That big I, that self is there. So that is called Daharakasha. That opens. Daharam Vipapam. When we chant Nakarmana Naprajaya, we use that word. Daharakasham opens up. This is called Sarvakechari does. But that we need to do our sadhana and make it more powerful. She does her duty. If we don't do our sadhana, we just remain there. But we need to do fly high. So this is what Sarvakechari. Then again now, eighth one, Sarva Bije. Sarva means again all. Bija means seed. See, mother, everything, see, in the universe, outside and inside, both of them are seed is there. Let us see outside. See, this is talking about the creation. Whole thing is in a creation, in a seed form. Everything is in seed form. Let us see beautiful banyan tree, huge tree. How small is the seed? That small seed became like a huge tree, giving shelter to everybody. In the same way, mother is the seed in all of them. Even child is born. How is it born? With that seed. Father see, Sarva Bija, Sarva Yoni. They both are connected. Bija means seed. Father has the seed. Shiva is the seed. Shiva has the seed. Sarva Yoni. Yoni means that birthplace. That is mother. Everything is like a womb. Mother is like a womb. Shiva has a seed. Even Sri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Bijam Mam Sarva Bhutanam. That Sanatanam, eternal Bijam I am. That seed is Bhagavan, mother. and Mahat Yonihi, even Sri Krishna says that big womb, we are all in him, in mother. That is called Mahat Yoni. That is called Sarva Yoni. So these two are connected. Seed is becoming like a big tree. Seed is Shiva and the tree is mother. And then same way, the seed is like a giver. Yoni is the receiver. That is what our sperm and the lady's egg. What happens? Sperm comes, Yoni receives and become a baby. See, this is a beautiful concept. When we worship this mother worship, we will not have any rape cases. If a child is worshipped in this way, programmed or trained in this way, every woman, every girl, every lady is looked upon as mother. They don't get any ill thoughts. This is beautiful way of worshipping. So this is a yoni and bijam. This is like a seed. That is the outer one. I gave some examples. And now how about the inner? Inner is our thoughts are like seeds. That our vasanas, our tendencies, our samskaras, then our thoughts. Then when what happens is, then it becomes like a desire. And then it became more powerful. Then we do the action. That is all called Ichha Jnana Kriya Shakti. Then we do action. Before that, everything is in seed form. That is seed and that action, everything is mother and father are doing. That is why we need to have the dharma, righteousness, we have to follow. Whenever action, karma means righteousness comes, dharma comes. So this is all Sarva Bije and Sarva Yoni. Means, and then thoughts I was mentioning inside is like a seed. And one thoughts, mind is Adhishtana Devata, means that presiding deity of mind is moon. You see, each organ has a presiding deity. See, hand has one, feet has one, and then eyes for eyes, the sun god is presiding deity. And then the tongue, that's why there is a water in our tongue. That's why we taste. That is Varuna Devata. See, that is how the presiding deities are there. In the same way, for our mind, the moon is the presiding deity. That is why our mind, that is why moon also waxing and waning comes 16 kalas. We saw that Kameshwari Bhagamalini Nitya Klinne Bherunde Nivasini Mahavajreswari Sivadute Tvarite, like that goes up and then full moon. The same way our mind also goes this way, up down, up down, up down, up down. When we hear good thing, up. When we hear unconducive or bad, goes down. So mother, control this mother is our Sarva Bije, Sarva Yoni. They are kind of control our thoughts and our mind. So this one is giver and receiver. That is why Upanishad says, Manayeva Manushyanam Karanam Bandha Mokshayoho. Mind is the cause for bandha, means bondage, moksha means liberation. There is no other bondage. Nobody is tying us up. Oh, I tied up. Nothing like that. Our mind is the one which is playing the games. That is called Maya Shakti. We saw that before. Mother will remove that. Mind is the cause for this. So this is Sarva Bije, Sarva Yoni. See, Yoni again, that womb in is Bhagavan keeps the whole thing in his inside him, inside her mother also. What happened? That is why Nilakantha, the name came to Shiva. When Kshirasagara Madana happened, what happened? Poison came. Everybody took the Dhanvantari, all the fancy thing. Lakshmi Devi came. Vishnu Bhagavan took her and married, happily lived. And then again Kamadhenu came. Then Indra took, and Airavata came. Indra took, like that. Everybody took good, fancy things. Then poison came. Nobody wanted poison. Shiva said, "Okay, I will take it. No problem. My mother is there. Sarvamangala Devi. She also gave the permission. She said, go ahead." But when he drank the poison, he did not swallow it, because all the worlds are in him, in her, both of them together. We should never take them as separate. So he kept it right there. That is why he got the name Neelakantha. And he did not spit it out, because all the manifested world is there. Unmanifested world inside, manifested, whatever we are seeing is outside. So that is why he kept it here. He got the name Neelakantha. So both of them, Sarva Bije, Sarva Yoni. We did the both names, giver and receiver. So this is what the 8 and 9 are done. Now we are going to the last one, 10th one. Mudra Devatas, the last one, Sarva Trikhande. Sarva means, again, I keep on saying this word, all the Trikhande. This also I mentioned in the first class. It will come, I will explain to you. All the three, Sanskrit 3 and English 3 are the same. Three, number 3. See, let us see. It is very interesting. You can write it down how many 3s we have. First one, we think we have only one body. Our scriptures say we have 3 bodies. This is the first set. 3 bodies. Sthula, Sukshma, Karana means gross body, subtle body, and causal body. I'm not going to elaborate all those, but I'm just telling you, this is the first set. And you can write it down. 3 bodies, that is first set. 3 we are seeing. And then 3 avasthas mean 3 states. Second set, 3 states means waking state, Jagrata avastha, Swapna avastha, Sushupti avastha. Waking state, dream state, and deep sleep state. We go through all of them each and every day. Who is doing that? Mother is doing that. Mother is in all states and beyond too. She is in 3 states and beyond. That is called Turiya state. Mandukya Upanishad talks about this only. So anyway, that is the second. And then 3 gunas, Sattva, Rajas, Tamo gunas. And that is one set. Then the colors, Varna means color. According to Sattva means white. This is the 4th set. If I make a mistake, you tell me how many sets. This is the 4th set, color. Sattva is white, Rajas is red, and Tamas is black. So that Varna colors are there. And then in us, 3 nadis. This is the 5th one. 3 nadis are there. Nadis are that subtle ones. We cannot see. Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna nadi. And then Agni, fire also 3 types. This is the 6th set. Garhapatyagni, Ahavaniyagni, and Dakshinagni. Olden days, they didn't have the electricity. They used to separate some Agni just for rituals. And one Agni, the fire for cooking. And one fire for everything, other purposes, around the houses. So that is how the Agni is also 3 types. Dakshinagni, Ahavaniyagni, and Garhapatyagni. This is the 6th set. And then Srushti Sthiti Laya, creation, sustenance, and dissolution. 7th set. These are all 3. And Srushti again, according to Devatas, creative Brahmaji, sustenance Vishnuji, dissolution Shiva. So that is the eighth one, deities. According to their deities, their powers. Means we already talked about in the first class. Wives means they are not wives like in earthly plane. They are powers. Shiva, Brahmaji's power is Saraswati. This is the ninth set. Saraswati, because she is the knowledge, creative power. And then Vishnuji, sustenance, maintenance, we need money, dhanam, cash. Lakshmi ji. And then again, Shiva, dissolution means a lot of energy is required. Energy is Parvati Devi. So this is the ninth set, Lakshmi, Saraswati, Parvati. That is their powers. And then Omkara, this is the 10th one, 10th set we are doing. 333, that's what we are seeing. Trikhande, wherever 3 is, mother is there. And beyond 2. And then Omkaram has 3 syllables. A, U, Ma, or some people say A, U, that Nadam. Om, Om. See that A, U, Ma comes. 3 syllables in Omkara. So far we finished 10 sets. And then Kalam, time, 11th set, Bhuta, Bhavishyat, Vartamana, past, present, and future. We are always in the past or future. We are never in the present to appreciate this Trikanda mother. But mother gives us that power to stay in the present. 3 kala, 3 time is also in 3. And then 3 worlds, 3 lokas. Bhuloka, 12th set, Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Suvarloka. Sometimes they say 14, but 14, sometimes they use the word, when they say 3, they use only Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Suvarloka. Means all the 14 are covered. So this is the 12th set we did. And let me see, Om we did Kala and Gunas and and Sanjhas. Sandhya means not the name Sandhya. That Sandhya, morning Sandhya, afternoon Sandhya, and then evening Sandhya. This is the 13th set. So that way they gave the worshipping timings, morning, afternoon and evening. So far we got about 13 sets. So this is all of them mother is there. This is called Sarvatrikhande. That is called Tripura. That is why at the end we chant, this one they didn't put it here, Tripure. After the Parapara Rahasya Yogini, we say Tripure. That whole Trilokya Mohana Chakra again, Adhishtana Devata is there. That is Tripure. Means they are like each small divisions, and then whole chakra has one Devata. That is Tripure. This what mother Tripura means, all these. This is where mother is. See, mother is everywhere. See, we covered everything. That means mother is everything, in everything and beyond. In us, in outer world too. And there is no difference, outer and inner. That is why we need to unify all the outer and inner. That is the sadhana we need to do. To go to that Ekam Sat, that one consciousness, one self, one Atma or one Paramatma, one mother, universal mother. So that is our goal. So this is why that Adhishtana Devata after Parapara Rahasya Yogini, that is Tripura. Tripure. Pure means Pura means the town or city. Our body is a town, and we go through the 3 states. We saw that, and we have 3 bodies. Gross body, waking state, we see everything sthula very clearly. Subtle is like mind in a deep. When we subtle body, we dream. And then Sushupti, causal body, we go to deep sleep. So that is what we have, that outer world, inner world. We have to make unity. That unifying called yoga. Yoga means unity. So this is why we saw all the devatas, and then we finished so far. I will just, before we finish, I just want to give you a recap, just like a concluding statement. In Sri Chakra, we entered into this square. This square is first Avarana, first Navavarana Sri Chakram. This is the first one we did, and this one has 3 lines. In the 3 lines, outer first line has Siddhi Devatas. Anima Siddhe, Laghima Siddhe, Garima Siddhe, Mahima Siddhe. All the 10 Devatas are residing. And then middle line, there are 8 Ashta Matrukas. Ashta means 8. 8 Matruka Devatas are there. That we saw already. Brahmi, Maheswari, Kaumari, Vaishnavi, Varahi, all those. And now today we did this, the inner line. In that square, the inner line. That has Mudra Devatas. They are all silent communicators. Silently, they give the energy. So they are called Mudra Devatas. Again, there are 10 of them. We saw all the Devatas. So far, in that whole thing is called Trailokya Mohana Chakram. That square is called Trailokya Mohana Chakram. Means in these 3 worlds, we are getting deluded. We are succumbed into that Maya, that illusion power. So we are all, Mother is waiting. That is why Prakata Yogini, we saw that Prakata Yogini is the Yogini Devata, is saying, come towards me. And she opened her arms to receive us. But what we need to do is do our sadhana. That's all. Mother will take us. We don't need to worry about, oh Maya, I am worried. I have so much Maya, I'm deluded. No, we don't need to do anything. All we need to do our sadhana. That's all. Mother will take over. All these 28 devatas are for that. So we did first avarana. So this first avarana, I told you, in our body also, I will tell you, in our body, this is the first avarana is on our feet. Sri Chakra is nothing but outside the universe, in our body too. This Trailokya Mohana Chakram, the first avarana, the square, is on our feet. That is what is supporting us. So then again, this one I told you, I will talk about these 4 entry points too. Maybe I will just touch base with today. What happens is, these are all now, they are entry points. 4 of them. Entry means one is Ganesha, and one is Surya, sun god, one is Vishnu, and one is Shiva. 4 of them are guarding us. This inner meaning little bit we see, and then we'll go to the second avarana next week. Because now our time is over, I don't want to take up too long. I will tell you the inner meaning. The 4 devatas, Ganesha, and first one is Ganesha, next one is Surya, sun god, third one is Vishnu Bhagavan, and Shiva. 4 devatas are guarding us. When we go in deeper in our sadhana, they pull us, they take over. All these 28 plus 4. So they are all devatas will help us. So next week we'll go to the second one, that is Sarvasha Paripuraka Chakram, and then devatas, and then where it is in our body, and all the details, inner meanings, we'll see next week. So I'm going to conclude now. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
Thank you, Shamla ji.
Thank you, Shamla ji.
Thank you. Jai Shri Ram, everybody.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Jai
Thank
Shri
you.
Ram.
Yes. Jai Shri Ram.